at the meeting? Am I in there? Am I there? Yes, I am. I don't see anything yet. That's just only because you haven't shared yet, so I'm there.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Perfect. Okay. I have a ton of things that I could show you right now. We can go through, actually, hold on, my cats are being loud. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. I have a ton of things I can show you. I can take you through the whole quoting process again. I can do whatever your questions are, but I'd like to kind of start where you feel we need to start with your questions.
Okay. So when I get on in the morning, I'm going to be bringing up so like for me to start taking calls, I would go to Top Broker, right? And just log in there. I don't necessarily have to use the phone system. I can use my cell phone, right?
Correct. So let me take you to Top Broker. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Do you have all your tabs and everything saved on your desktop right here?
No, I don't know how to put them up there.
Okay, share your screen with me real quick. We'll do that.
Okay. Share. I think you have to come out of sharing.
Oops.
I like the way you got all of this right there. That is really nice.
Yeah, because when you're on the phone with the clients, you want to be able to do a really quick login. Oh, how do I?
Well, I like the way you got the UH1 up there, the NatGen quoted. I don't even know how to go through UH1 to get to their quoting system. Okay, if you, should I just click on the share button?
It'll kick me out. I'm going to make a note real quick.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
You cannot start screen share while other. Okay.
How do I, let's see, stop share. Why am I having problems with this right now? Hold on a second.
Okay.
No, I'm like kind of baffled right now with myself. Nope, we're not ending meeting. Cancel that. Nope, cancel. That needs to stay. There you go.
Okay. I'm going to share. Okay, so you got all this other stuff up here, but I can move it to put what I need up there.
Okay, so here's how you move it. Go to the very right-hand corner, log into your, so go to the little two arrows.
Oh, okay, right there.
Click on that, and then it's gonna bring up all of your bookmarks, and your new bookmarks that you have are probably all the way at the bottom.
Right.
So what you wanna do is literally just drag them all the way up to the left corner and put them to the left of Arise portal. So click on, yeah, NatGen quote it, yep. Just keep going to the left, like literally drag it all the way to the left of your screen.
To the left?
Yep, keep going left.
Okay.
No.
I got it.
I'm gonna show you real quick. Go left and put it between Arise portal login and login TAA. Yep, right there.
Okay.
So now drag it all the way left unless you need that Arise.
Well, yeah, I like Arise, but I can move it down.
Okay. So that's how you move your logins and things like that.
Awesome. Okay, I could do that. So that's one thing I could do. I'm just gonna write it down to complete.
Okay.
Icons. Oh, someone told me not to say icon. That's old. But so I can what? So you can go ahead. And so since I know how to do that, I'm gonna stop sharing so you can go back to what we were doing.
Okay. So I'm going to share.
Okay.
Can you see?
I can. Yep.
Okay, cool. So going to Top Broker. So just so you know, here's what I have on mine. You want to make a short little list?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I have my HST email and then my Outlook, which feeds all my Gmails into that one Outlook account because I have a lot of email accounts. Don't do that. It's not a good idea. And then,
So yeah, it's hard. What
yeah.
is Keep? What's that?
Keep is a CRM. This is how I do my landing pages. This is where I do a lot of my marketing. Keep and LionDesk are two CRMs that I pay for outside of HST that I'm just using as system builders for my business. I've been self-employed for over a decade. So in real estate, I had to do everything by myself all the time. And I didn't even have the databases that we have with HST. So I had to kind of figure it out from scratch. So for me, those are just two different databases that I use to send out mass emails for clients. And, you know, it's just a lot of different marketing. And it's you know, I'd be happy to teach you guys all that stuff. It just costs a couple $100 a month to have those accounts and things like that. But it's really not important right now for open enrollment.
Right.
It's more of a manager thing. So, and then this is my Lead Master.
Okay.
And then this is NatGen Quoted.
NatGen Quoted. Okay.
And then this is United Healthcare Quoting System. Do you have everything set up with your Optum ID?
I do, but I haven't went in there yet. So if we can go through that, that would be good.
Perfect. We'll start there.
Okay.
So have you created your Optum ID?
Yes, I have 2 of these Optum IDs for this because I do 5 with another company and then I do the under 65 with you guys. So I can go ahead and log into it now. So I can
Okay. Do the under 65 login and let's just make sure you have access and everything's situated there.
Okay, give me 1 second. I don't know why Pram just popped up. I don't know what it's.
Pram should be there as well.
Yeah, I just got that approval yesterday because if something happened, I don't know, but remember I was asking about that. So let me bring, no. Okay, 1 second. Let me get United Health One Broker Portal. Is that what it says? United Health One Broker Portal?
Yes, the UH1 is the under 65 portal.
And so let me take this up to the top, just like what we just talked about, and then I'll open it up, just making it a little bit easier. United Health One Broker Portal. Okay, yep, my page looks just like your page. So now, should I just sign in with Optum ID?
Yes.
Okay, so that's not the one I want. Let me get that one.
And just so you know, I'm here for you all morning, so don't feel pressured or stressed or anything. Let's just get through all these kinks and make sure you get everything figured out because we're at crunch time, so don't worry, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait a minute, one second. Okay, but can you log into your thing so I can see where you want to go? I think I'm in there. Voting has been extended to 90 days from December. And where do you live, in Arizona?
Yes, ma'am.
But you guys don't get like cold weather, right?
Oh, girl, it is freezing outside right now. Well, I guess what I'm used to, it was 100 degrees last weekend in Florida where I came from. I was just visiting my son and taking care of a couple things, but it is cold out there. And it's like 52 degrees right now. Let me see.
52.
Feels like 48.
52 is good.
Oh, girl, it's windy and cold and like, I don't know. I'm having a little bit of getting used to.
Wow, 52. It's 32 here. So.
Oh my gosh. And you guys have probably that like wet kind of cold.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So it says
Okay.
it has been extended to 90 days from December 1st. What that mean?
So basically when you quote, it'll only allow you to quote forward a certain amount of time because the system will generate the current rates. Now, what it has done is it's assumed the quoting value of the policies up until December 1st. So when you quote somebody as of today's effective date, the policy premiums are going to be X amount. And if you quote them 2 weeks later, they could change. Do you know what I mean? The system doesn't normally go out more than 30 days, but they've extended it because of open enrollment. So now you can quote as of effective December 1st.
Oh, so whenever I write one of these policies, is it going to start December 1st?
No, you get to pick the effective date. So let's just do a quote. So get a quote.
Where you get, get a quote. That's where you
Yep.
want.
Okay, so I'm going to just do my zip code here. And we're going to quote me.
Okay. I'll follow you if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, quote yourself. And so tobacco use, no. If it's yes, it's going to ask you for dates down below, and you're going to have to tell them the last day that the person smoked. They want to know in the last 24 months, okay? So I don't smoke. And then optimal, and then if somebody, and this is for tri-term weight. So tri-term is really concerned about the weight. They're a little bit more strict than the short-term policies. So optimal, they have a specific range. If you need to see the tri-term weight charts, that's right here, okay? And then this is the
weight range, okay.
Yeah, and then here's the training videos, okay? This portal is going to be released to you guys on Thinkific this week, but I just wanted to not overwhelm everyone and make sure you can get through the NatGen because there's still a lot for you to do in NatGen. I'm kind of paying attention to progress. But you have to be logged into your portal in order to access this.
So wait a minute. Where did you get that? How did you get to health webinars? Oh, did you just hit that one link? It says view tri-term weight chart.
Right here, it has the weight chart here, and it also has view on-demand product training webinars. Okay, and this page has the list of all of the products that we offer this year.
Okay. Go tell Papa hi. Papa just came in. Go tell him I'm hungry. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. This is a lot of training that you're going to have to do, but I'm going to add it probably today, and you guys are just going to have to get through it, okay? Looking at the weight chart, this is something you can download and save to your desktop. So you can see somebody like me, 5'8", 118 to 176 is the optimal weight, okay? Now, if they are standard 1, that means they're either underweight or overweight, that range, okay? And if they're standard 2, they're overweight, usually more overweight, okay? Over the weight. So just save this to your desktop. And so for me, I'm gonna put it in my brochures for UHC.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so back to quoting. I'm a female, May 17, 1983. Okay. We have new short-term plans.
Mm-hmm.
There's more benefits than there were last year, and there's no application fee, okay? If you want to give them the best type of plan possible, we want to give them a tri-term, short-term medical, because this includes doctor visits, includes preventive care, includes prescriptions, and you can have this for 3 years instead of just 1.
Oh, they don't have, they must not have that in here.
Okay, so we have Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Nebraska. So that's why, you know, kind of our original conversation was, what states do you have? Some of the states aren't as good for our plans. So you have more than Missouri? Remind me of your states.
I do have more than Missouri, so it should have showed up, but I have.
Well, you put in a Missouri zip code. So what other states do you have?
I have Texas.
Okay, so do 76031 as a
Okay.
zip code.
6031. And it reverted to Johnson. Okay.
Yep, that's where my parents live. So they're
All
in
right.
Johnson County,
All right.
Texas. So if you scroll down, you'll see the tri-term medical plans.
Gotcha. I do see it. Tri-term, Copay Select Max, Plan 100 and Plan 80.
Yep. So what we're going to do, just to kind of compare, is we're going to click short-term medical copay, and we're going to compare that to a copay tri-term. Okay. So what will happen is when we select these two, they're going to come side by side, and we're going to be able to compare which plan looks better for which plan.
Okay.
Let's see what they'll do here. Oh, they won't let us. We can't compare those. Okay. So with that being said, if you do just a straight up short-term plan, it does not include all of these extra things that tri-term plans do include. So you would want to give them also an indemnity plan. Okay, so we're going to include one of those to look at as well. I'm very strongly committed to Emeritus for dental vision, just because of how good the plan is. They have immediate coverage for everything. You'll never have an unhappy customer with Emeritus when you do dental vision.
Okay.
So we're going to skip the dental. And then accident ProGap, let's just throw that in there and kind of go over it, and critical illness. And the vision, like I said, is better with Emeritus. So what we're going to do is Healthiest You by Teladoc. It's just a $20 add-on, but you can get telemedicine. Okay.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is view plans. Okay. So here's how they do it. When we click on details, it's going to pop up probably the 3 short-term plans. Nope, it didn't compare. Okay. Short-term medical copay. Let me just go one by one then.
How come mine shows up such different prices, you know?
Because of where you're located.
Yeah, but
They go by,
oh,
well, and plus age and location. So if you put in your zip code and I put in my zip code, that's the location. And then you put in your birthday, I put in my birthday. I don't know what age you are, but I'm 36. And if you're older or younger, the premiums are going to change significantly. They have a different like age range where the premiums go up.
okay, I got you.
Okay. So
Okay.
first thing we need to look at is the network. United Healthcare Choice Network is the plan network for this.
Where did you go to get the network? Where did you see that?
Right here.
No, but do I? Is that the
Click
one?
view details on one of the short-term plans.
Oh, I'm just gonna take the first one. Do you add it to cart?
No, just click view details.
Okay, let me go back. Remove from cart, and then details. Okay. Okay, I'm there now.
Okay, cool. So view details, and then it's going to show you the plan details. Oops, here you go. Plan details, standard benefits, physical care, physician care benefits, and things like that. So starting at the top, first thing we'd look at is the network. Anything with a blue underline means that it's a link. I clicked on it, and then it takes you to the doctor page. So let's do that again. I'm going to click on it real quick. Click on United Healthcare Choice Network. It's going to take you straight to the doctor search page so you can see if their doctors are in the network, or they can search for a doctor. This also is going to give you the type of care that they're looking for. So if they're looking for a doctor or medical group, or a hospital or clinic, or providers or office visits, care by condition, things like that, it's going to really give them a lot of resources to kind of decide what they're looking for, okay?
Okay.
These plans have different networks, so make sure that you are providing them with the correct network link, okay?
Okay.
Now, the reason this premium is $98.47 is because we have a $12,500 deductible. That's pretty high. So if we go back down to $2,500, you can see how much the premium changes. It went from $98 to $202.
Okay.
My happy medium is about a $5,000 deductible.
Okay.
Psychologically, that doesn't scare them too much, okay?
Mhm.
United Healthcare gives you more options to change a little bit more of the policies than most of the other carriers do. If you look, it's a term policy, so this is a short-term medical, and we're gonna pick, it defaults to 6 months, but we can pick up to 12 months, okay? This does change the premium again.
12 months. Okay.
So $5,000, 80/20 with a $5,000 out-of-pocket maximum, which means their coinsurance is 20% of the responsibility for the client up to $5,000. So at the end of the day, they'll only have to pay $10,000 for the worst case scenario.
Okay. So the deductible is 5 and coinsurance is 5, 10,000. Okay.
Yeah, so if we add a $10,000 coinsurance amount, it changes the premium by $7, and then their out-of-pocket responsibility goes up to $15,000.
I'll just keep it at 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I like to keep it at 5 because that means a 10,000 out-of-pocket max is pretty safe. Because this is straight short term, they will give us the next day approval if they're approved, okay? You want to make sure that you edit the effective date here. So if somebody needs something December 1st, you add the new effective date. I don't know that it changed the premium. Let me go back and see if it did. I don't think it did. 197.23. No, it doesn't change the premium. Okay.
Mhm.
But this is where you effective date and start date mean the same thing. All right.
Okay. Right.
You always have the ability to download the exact brochure for the plan you're quoting. Remember, if it's a blue link, then you click it and it can take up, it'll pop up your short-term medical. Keep in mind, this is for Arizona, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Wisconsin. So you have the same brochure. But
Okay.
looking here, it'll tell you like a quick comparison. Urgent care visits are included in all the plans. The one we're quoting right now is a short-term medical copay plan. So we're looking at this right here.
Oh, you went to the brochure to look at that?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
So with this, it includes a doctor office copay. It's the only straight short-term with UHC that gives you doctor office copays. It does have outpatient prescriptions, and this means it has a 0% coinsurance right here, so no charge after deductible. The elite plan has a 5, you can manipulate the deductible, but it has 100% coinsurance, but it does not have copays for office visits. So in this plan, and this plan, they're gonna have to pay out of pocket for office visits. So I always recommend you picking a couple plans that work in your area, which in this case would be the copay short term. Anything that says copay, you're pretty safe with because it's very easy for the client to understand how to use the plan, okay? And the copay amount is, depending on which level you choose, 1 to 4 visits, and it's a $75 copay for the office visit.
Okay.
You don't have to meet your deductible to see the doctor like that. And the number of available copay visits depends on the length of the coverage.
So we chose a 12-month coverage, right?
Correct.
And did we choose the one with the copay? That's why we're able to
Yep.
see.
It's a,
Okay.
well, the one I have right here is short-term medical copay.
Okay, copay. It says it.
Anytime you have an option to choose a copay plan, please choose it because it's going to give them the worst part of this job is trying to help the client understand how the plans work. And it's not the worst part. It's really just the most complicated. Unless you feel really confident explaining, what does or does not have subject to the deductible and coinsurance, then I would recommend just going to the copay plans because it's cut and dry.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm not really good at explaining just yet.
I'm still learning too, even after a year. So don't worry. It's definitely going to be one of those things that you're going to have to keep your mind open to and continue to, kind of work through.
Okay.
Another thing to note is, so let's just say there's a family, you're quoting a husband and wife and 2 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
These plans are deductible per person. So if we have a $5,000 deductible, that means the family deductible is going to be $20,000 unless there's a cap on a family deductible, and we'll have to look into that.
Oh, wow. Per person.
Yep. Plan coverage up to 12 months minus 1 day. It is a golden rule product, and the lifetime maximum for the 12-month policy is $2 million. So this is what they consider the policy face value, okay? Physician care benefits, like we said, this is a copay plan, so you have a $75 copay. There's no deductible. So you have a 10+ month plan right here. So this means you have 4 copay visits for each person.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is for injury and illness, so this is not for their wellness, okay? Or preventative. It's only for injury or illness. So let's just say somebody breaks their finger, they have to go to the, well, obviously they probably go to the hospital for that. Let's just say they cut their finger open and need to go see the doctor. This is for an injury. Preventive services. Let's see what we have. You pay co-insurance after deductible. So basically, this plan does not have a preventative service, which is why it does not comply with the ACA minimum standards, because all those plans do is give you a high deductible, high premiums, and a cancer screening and a preventative visit. Everything else on the ACA plans, you have to pay co-insurance and deductible.
Okay.
So prescription drugs has a copay. Tier 1 drugs are $25. I would be careful because let's just say you have a tier 1 antibiotic, you go to a specific grocery store locally, they'll give you them for free. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's better to have, the pharmacy check what the out-of-pocket cost is versus your insurance to make sure that you're actually paying the most affordable rate, because sometimes it makes more sense to pay straight up for the medications rather than using your insurance.
Okay.
Okay. It does not cover everything. As you can see, tiers 2, 3, and 4, you pay co-insurance after deductible, so that means you're out of pocket.
So tiers 2 through 4, you pay co-insurance after deductible.
Which means once you meet your deductible, which is $5,000, you're subject to your co-insurance. So in this case, remember, we have a 20% co-insurance. Okay, so this technically does not have good coverage for prescriptions tier 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I suggested you get the Prim, because the Prim will give you much better prescription benefits.
So you can give them this and Prim?
Yeah, you're just gonna have to write 2 different policies.
Oh,
my favorite combination is to write a simplified issue national general short-term plan that gives them their bottom line. If something horrible happens, they have maybe a $5,000 or $10,000 out-of-pocket maximum with a $50 copay for urgent care visits. And then I will write them a Philadelphia American indemnity plan, which is the same plan I have for myself because it has so many benefits, which is what they're going to be using on a day-to-day basis. So if they need to see the doctor, they have 20 office visits, the plan will pay $60 depending on what level. I don't think the client will have to pay much more out of pocket to see the doctor, maybe $10 or $15, okay? But if they did not have that indemnity plan and only the short-term simplified issue with National General, then it doesn't include office visits. So they're gonna have to pay full price for that office visit with just the short-term plan. So I like to bundle them. And, along with the short-term Nat Gen and the indemnity through Philly, I always try to write them a vision dental through Emeritus. So technically, I'm taking them through 3 different carriers, writing 3 different policies. It takes a lot of time. And so you have to have a really good rapport with the client, but it's the best scenario for the client because you're getting them the most well-rounded coverage.
You use the Nat Gen simplified issue, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Write it down. Simplified issue.
Which is all the Nat Gen products are simplified issue, meaning that when you take them through the application process, if they can honestly answer no to all the questions, then they're simply issued the policy. Now, let's just say they do go to the hospital with a serious condition and the insurance company says, okay, you're submitting a high claim, we need to kind of look into your health history. If they find out that the client lied or has like a pre-existing condition they're trying to get coverage or treatment for, then they have the right to cancel the policy and deny the coverage.
Okay. So
The
No.
difference between National General Simplified Issue and United Healthcare Fully Underwritten, which is what all these plans are, is United Healthcare will actually ask like 25 questions and then take a couple days to review the Medical Information Bureau database and the prescription database to make sure that the client does not have, disqualifying conditions and or decide if they are a good risk to be insured.
Okay.
So, if that makes sense, basically the insurance companies qualify clients differently based on whether it's fully underwritten, which is United Healthcare and Philadelphia American, or if it's simplified issue, which is National General, their products. And then basically you can tell by you'll know by how the system allows you to pick the effective date. If it's the next day effective date, like these short-term medical copay plans, this is a simplified issue plan because it'll allow coverage the very next day. If it does not, and it gives them a 5-day qualification period, you'll know automatically that that means they're doing their due diligence in the back end, checking all those databases and doing full underwriting.
Okay, let's go back to, you said NatGen simplified issue. What else?
Philadelphia American Indemnity.
American Indemnity. And then what else?
Emeritus Dental Vision.
Dental. Okay, I got those wrote down as your favorite.
Okay, just 1 second. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, getting back to this policy right here. So the urgent care access is $75. They don't have to meet their major deductible in order to have access. If somebody's only looking for a short-term plan, I would really just stick with NatGen.
What? Hold on 1 second. What?
And
No.
let me explain why. Let me take you to NatGen, and we're going to quote the same type of 5,000 deductible, 5,000 coinsurance, and you'll see the difference in premium. Not all plans are created equally.
Okay. 1 second, Hannah.
Okay.
Well, ask Dad to give that child some breakfast or something to eat, or you do it for me, please. Daddy's up here, lady. Because she keep asking for this chocolate, and she's getting on my nerves with it. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
No problem. All right, so we're just going to do 12 months because the other one only allows 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see my NatGen screen?
I can. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're just going to compare straight short-term medical plan right now. We're not going to get into the other stuff. I know we're kind of bouncing around a little bit, but I just want to kind of see if we can fill in some blanks for you.
Okay.
So if we're going to go and compare here we are. This is a short-term medical copay plan. It has a $5,000 deductible, 80/20 coinsurance with a $5,000 out-of-pocket maximum. It's a 12-month plan. This does have a $75 office visit, up to 4 of them, which is more than the short term with NatGen. It does have a prescription benefit. It's very small, but it has that benefit, and it also has a urgent care copay access with no deductible. Okay. Both of the plans are going to cause you to be subject to coinsurance and deductible when you go to the ER for illness and for injury. All right. If you're an inpatient, which means more than 24 hours admitted to a hospital, you're still subject to coinsurance and deductible. Okay. Let's just add this $5,000 supplement. It makes the premium $221, and I'll show you how that translates to NatGen. Okay. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to build this policy as close to the other one as I can, and I'll explain what the differences are.
Okay.
So we're going to add an accident policy. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so for $221.23, the client has a $5,000 deductible, 80/20 coinsurance, $5,000 out-of-pocket maximum. They also have a accident rider of $5,000, which will hopefully try to cover the deductible in the case of if somebody like breaks their leg or something and ends up in the hospital. Immediately, they're going to have to probably have surgery, et cetera, which means they're going to be subject to all these right here, coinsurance after deductible, okay? So immediately they're gonna probably have a bill of about $10,000. This $5,000 accident policy will relieve about $5,000 of it, which really helps, and it's only $24 a month.
Okay.
Going over to NatGen, what I did here, I also added a $5,000 80/20 coinsurance. Where did it go? Oh. So this is a plan that we're talking about here. It's an enhanced PPO plan, $5,000 80/20 with an additional $5,000 coinsurance. So that the 20% responsibility, just like the United Healthcare has a $5,000 coinsurance, it's only $121.71. But this plan here does not have the 4 office visits with the $75 copay.
What does it?
It does not have the prescription benefit. Okay. If we're gonna go down here and we want all those things, we're gonna pick this plan here, the copay enhanced PPO.
Okay.
Now, the reason why this is such a good plan is because this is very similar to the short-term medical plan here we have with United Healthcare. So let's just add this and we're gonna see the price difference here. Let me remove this. $226.29. Is that exactly the same amount? No, it's about $5 more. But let me show you what this covers that the United Healthcare plan does not cover. Okay. It's a little bit more expensive. It has a little bit more of a higher deductible, but instead of a $10,000 out-of-pocket maximum, which this plan carries because we combine the $5,000 deductible and $5,000 coinsurance, this one only has an $8,000 responsibility because it's an $8,000 deductible, 100% coinsurance.
When you say 100% coinsurance, what does that mean?
That means once the client pays their deductible, the insurance company pays 100% of everything else.
Okay, so that long as they pay the $8,000, the insurance company picks up everything else.
Correct. Okay. Now, if we're looking at out-of-pocket maximum, which is what this means right here, with this plan, it's a 0 no charge after deductible. So technically $8,000 is their out-of-pocket max. These are new plans this year with NatGen. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of bonuses and incentives to sell them. This plan, when you have the copay, remember I said just kind of stick with the copay. If you see something that says copay, pick the copay. Mm-hmm. This has a $40 primary care copay and a $60 specialist.
Okay.
So you can, let's see how many that includes. All right, so in copay enhanced at a $6,000 deductible, or $8,000, which one did we pick? The $8,000, okay. So $8,000 deductible. It includes, let's see how many there are. Okay, so here we go. If we have an over 6-month policy, the individual has 2 office visits and 4 total for the family. Anything beyond that is subject to deductible, which at the end of the day, an office visit is sometimes $50 or $60. And if we want to be really honest, a $75 copay for an office visit is really kind of just a way for the insurance company to make you feel like you're getting a deal, but you're really paying probably more than you might have paying out of pocket. So it may or may not be a good benefit.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm going around all these details to kind of land at a specific conclusion and we'll get there. Okay.
Okay.
This copay is not applicable to out-of-network services, but you have to understand this network is so large, it's a nationwide open PPO. So, just make sure we're picking a provider that's in the network. The reason why these copay plans with NatGen are so good is not only do we have a specific amount that the client will have to pay, knowing $40 for a primary care visit and $60 for specialists, right in the middle of that, you're going to have an urgent care benefit. And because we have 100% coinsurance, anytime somebody goes to the urgent care that's in network, regardless of what happens at the urgent care, it's $50, okay? $50 access fee, deductible waived, remaining cost subject to coinsurance. And because we have a 100% coinsurance plan, right here, the client is not responsible for anything. Nothing else is paid. Now, if you get a prescription prescribed, that's different. You have to go to the pharmacy and deal with that. But these also have a small prescription benefit as well. Let me go back to that.
Remember how you put them on something that waived on the United Healthcare that waived the part of the you put something on at the bottom, that right there is supplement accident benefit. Is there an accident benefit that we could put on that would help them with that?
So that's what we have right here, the accident medical expense. It's a different type of policy. It's not a rider. This is an actual additional policy with NatGen. But what this gives them is a $5,000 accident medical expense, cancer, heart attack, stroke, which is a cancer policy built into it, heart policy, stroke policy, and also sickness hospitalization. So if somebody ends up with like a major illness and they're sick and they're hospitalized, then this will kick in the $5,000. This will help with the deductible, which in this case is $8,000. So at the end of the day, if all of these plan benefits are triggered and we max out all the coverage, the client will have to pay $3,000 if a really serious situation happens.
So you said that's not for injury. It's for sickness and CHS, stroke, attack, and something.
It is. So let me explain. So if we go back to the accident plans over here, so at the top you see the tab, short-term, dental, fixed indemnity, Medicare, accident, critical illness, etc. Okay, so we're on the accident tab. It's going to pull up all the plans that are available in the area. So if we just do Plan Enhancer AME, which is the bottom line of this, so Plan Enhancer AME plus CHS and sickness, we just stick with this. Let's look at the brochure.
Okay.
This, by the way, is only $17 if we don't add the cancer, heart attack, stroke, or the hospitalization. How this works is if the plan benefit is triggered, it gets paid immediately, and the client will then have the ability to turn around and pay their deductible, okay? So get coverage for accident-related healthcare costs with accident medical expense. So at the very bottom line, baseline of it, yes, this is for accidents. When we plus CHS and we plus sickness hospitalization, which is what we did here. Oh, so we have AME plus CHS plus hospitalization. Looking down here, we have the ability to add AME only sickness hospitalization or AME only CHS, but we added both. So this is the one we chose. It's AME plus CHS plus sickness hospitalization.
Okay, great.
It's only $39, okay? Going back to the brochure, we have all of these covered right here. So the AME baseline is just the AME, whatever limit you choose. And then if you add the CHS, you can add either or both. And in this case, we're quoting both, okay?
Okay.
So what happens is you have a $250 deductible. So out of that $5,000, they'll just deduct the $250, or let's just say this example is a $2,500 policy amount. We chose the $5,000 policy amount, okay? The treatment costed $2,500. The plan paid the $2,250 because the AME deductible is $250. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So basically, out of that, Mark is responsible for the remaining $250. Now, even if they have the $5,000
deductible?
Yeah, well, if they have the $5,000 AME, like we quoted, and the treatment is only $2,500, they're not going to give them the whole $5,000. They're going to cover the treatment cost.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the things that it includes. Okay. So when we add the CHS, in this case, when you have a cancer, heart attack, stroke, you're going to the hospital, you're getting admitted, your major insurance is going to kick in. This is going to help pay the remaining. Okay. Treatment cost is $14,000. Their actual insurance paid $9,000 of it. And then the CHS paid the full $5,000, okay, of the insurance. If we add the sickness hospitalization as well, same scenario here. These are what the details are per the policy. So please refer to this brochure and kind of review and learn, and then come back to me with your questions and we can go from there. Also, limitations and exclusions are important to know what it does not cover. Okay.
Yep. And you are recording this for me, correct?
I am.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So going back to the quoting portal, where are we? Here we go. So end of the day, you have an $8,000 deductible, 100% coinsurance, $8,000 out-of-pocket maximum. The plan by itself is $187 a month. This is a renewable option. So at the end of the 12-month term, the client will have the ability to renew the plan. They, depending on what their claims were during the first term, the insurance company will kind of review everything. The premiums will probably go up a little bit, but at the end of the day, they keep their coverage. With the AME added on, the AME itself is, I think, $39.06 a month. There is an application fee right here, the $50, but monthly total is $226.29.
Okay. Now, so with this policy, I guess we would ask them if they wanted vision and dental, and then add that if they wanted it, right?
If they want vision and dental, we're going to go up here and we're going to just do a quick emeritus. It takes 5 seconds, really. You do not want to give them the quick, easy option with a NatGen Dental, because they're not going to have the coverage they need for the things that they think they have coverage for right away. They're going to call you back upset and cancel the policy. You're going to get a charge back. So basically what you want to do is go over with the client on the phone, help them pick their plan, and it's really easy. So with the Emeritus Dental, they have the really good Emeritus Dental Network, and when you click on the link, it'll take you to the provider search page. It's very, very user-friendly, okay? In my area, for $1,000 annual benefit, it's $30 a month for myself. There's no waiting periods. There's no enrollment fees. And for people under 19, there's orthodontic coverage, which covers about $1,000 out of the whole treatment. Clicking view details, you can see exactly what the plan covers. 100% day one coverage for preventative, which means exams, cleanings, fluoride, sealants, and bite wing x-rays. Basic services is your fillings and extractions. Immediately, the plan pays 65%. Even out of network, the plan is super strong. Let me show you something with NatGen. If we go up to their dental, and we just pick their dental, let's just say Dental Plus, PPO, okay? $27 essentials does not include any type of major benefits whatsoever. They do not get crowns, they don't get anything like that. Here we go. This is what you need to know. The Essentials Plus, and the Enhanced. You can see right here that the deductible is $50. That's pretty across the board, so don't worry about all that. But there's 0% coverage for major services. There's 70% coverage for basic services, but not until 6 months later.
Wow.
70% coverage for on the next higher plan with NatGen, 70% coverage, 25% for major services. But you have to have this plan for a whole year before they'll cover any major services. And it's only 25%. Same here. If you get the enhanced, you get 50% off of the major stuff, but you still have to wait 12 months. So if somebody has a tooth issue and they need to get maybe a root canal or something, they're not going to get any kind of coverage until they wait a year. How many of your clients know that they can do that? I would not sell these policies.
Yeah, they're not going to want that.
So we're just going to completely strike this from your memory. Just avoid this altogether. I mean, they're going to incentivize you with bonuses and things to bundle these policies, but it's not the best thing for the client.
Okay.
Going back here, if we look, day one, implants, oral surgery, endodontics, crowns, periodontics, bridges, dentures, x-rays, they have immediate 20% coverage. After that first year, they're going to have 50% coverage.
So when I see that 1,000, that means each person has up to $1,000 to use. Is that what that means?
Let me verify if it's per person or per policy, because that's a good question. You always want to be checking in on those things. Hold on, where's the brochure at? Where's the brochure link? We'll just go to my file here. So here's your Prime Star dental brochure. Let's find the deductibles. Per person for basic and major services combined with a maximum of 3 deductibles per family. So it's per person, $50 deductible per person, but each person has the $1,000 per person right here. So you see your question was, does each person have 1,000? Yes.
So, but what if they have 5 in their family?
Then they only pay 3 deductibles. And each person gets 1,000 or 2,000 depending on what plan value they chose.
How much is the deductible? $50?
Bucks each, yep.
Okay.
So with the dental, you have options of $1,000 annual maximum benefit or $2,000 annual maximum benefit. Immediately, if you know that one of the kids in the family are going to need those braces, you always want to just give them the $2,000.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing here. It's just a higher limit. You have 100% coverage regardless for your preventative. Basic services day one pays 65%. Major services day one pays 20%. Now, one thing to note on the $2,000 annual benefit, this one has out-of-network, let's see, out-of-network benefits, where are they? Where am I going here? Here we go. The $1,000 annual benefit plan has out-of-network benefits. You see 80% out-of-network.
Right.
$2,000 plan does not have out-of-network benefits.
Wow. I ain't paying.
So just make sure, but you got to know that this Emeritus Dental Network is so big, you'll be able to find good dentists. Okay.
Now the brochure, where did you find that so that I can go get that brochure and put it in?
I'll email it to you. I'm not really sure where I found it right off the bat. I was just looking for it and I'm kind of stumped right this second. I'm not sure. I think it might be on the next page.
Okay.
So if we just click purchase on this, let's just say, where are we? Let's just do this $1,000 plan that gives you out-of-network benefits. We're going to add to cart, $30. It's always going to ask you if you want to see the vision. If you choose to quote a vision first, it'll always ask you if you want to see the dental. If you choose to quote the dental, it'll always ask you if you want to see the vision.
Okay. Is vision pretty good?
Vision's really good. So here's the vision benefits that are added on, okay? Now, just, you know, the dental has one network, the PPO for Emeritus, and then the vision has 2 different networks. So if you look, iMed Access Network is the lesser expensive policy, but keep in mind that you can only have new glasses once every 2 years with this plan, and it gives you $130 once every 2 years.
Okay.
If you go down and pay a couple dollars more a month, you're going to have a better network. You're going to have a $150 allowance every 12 months. So every year you can get a new pair of glasses.
So this is something though that I could do if I wanted to. Honestly, I could do our vision and dental, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I do like that.
So if we add the vision coverage, it's going to take the vision dental combo up to $46.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do is proceed to checkout.
So how do you get all of these on one quote?
It's kind of ambiguous. Actually, what I do is I just do this, and then I'll take my screen snip tool right here, and I will create an image out of it. So I'll take this order summary, and I'll just paste that into the body of the email, just like the other quotes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to do that, so don't worry.
And then actually enrolling them is super easy. You just put their information here. Usually if somebody has something in force, they're going to cancel. So you typically want to say no. A lot of times this only applies to if they're getting more than one at a time. A lot of people never do that, so please don't worry about it. Typically,
so my husband has it on his jobs, and we can use it, and I wouldn't want to cancel it. But do I have to say yes?
It's going to ask you, are you going to replace it? And if you're going to replace it, then you have to do all this kind of really important paperwork, and it's usually not a good idea. So if you click no, you just say contract type, husband's group policy, and then you just do company name, whatever the company name is, ABC company, and then you continue.
Oh,
what
but
they're really worried about, okay, obviously it's not going to let us do anything because we haven't filled out the information, but what they really need to know is if you're replacing policies, because what happens is, let's just say replacement and churning is a bad thing. It's one of the things you learned in replacement's not a bad thing. Churning is what I'm talking about. So churning policies means that during open enrollment, a lot of people are called up. An insurance agent will sell them a policy, and then 2 months later, another agent will call them up and say, that plan is horrible, let's get you a different plan. And it may or may not be true. And the client will cancel their original policy and sign up for a new one, which is replacement. And how that affects everybody is that the original agent's going to get a chargeback. The truth of the matter is we don't know whether the replacement policy is actually better or worse than the original policy. And so the insurance companies are putting safeguards into making sure that this doesn't happen so fluidly, because it takes a lot of processing for a policy to be canceled, clients removed from systems, it's a lot of work on the back end. So
okay.
They're really trying to kind of safeguard that and also avoid people trying to scam other people. So,
okay.
So when it comes to replacement, that means that they just signed up for something, they've had it for a couple months, and they're canceling, and you're gonna have to go through an official process. If you come into a scenario like that, call me up and we'll talk about it. But if somebody has a policy that's expiring, like let's just say November 30th, and they want to get this new dental in force like right away, and the other one's it's gonna be dual coverage, they can easily call up the original company and cancel it 2 weeks early and match the effective dates. That's not replacement. Do you know what I mean? So if they're planning on replacing.
That's just going forward.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so for me though, because I do like it, I don't have to cancel my husband's, but I do have to let them know that we have it.
Legally, technically, that's the right advice. Does it happen all the time? Probably not. Is it gonna make you lose your license? Probably not. I would be as straight and as honest as you can with your business. Sometimes the client won't be honest with you. It's not gonna threaten you like that, especially with the $40 dental. But for those people out there who are super scammy and are only trying to make a quick buck and really are not concerned with the client's best interest, that's why they have this kind of safeguard in place.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel about the vision dental?
I feel awesome about the vision dental. I guess I took personal interest in it. So yeah, that's awesome.
By the way, I just bought a policy for myself because I had one of the older emeritus policies that only had 50% basic coverage, and I canceled it and just rewrote this policy for myself last week when I was in Florida to get my teeth worked on. So I wrote it the day before I actually went to the dentist, and the next day, obviously you have coverage and everything was fine. And I was covered at, I think it was 65%.
Oh, that's
So
really.
basically, yeah. So these are super easy to use. Great policies. Let me just show you one more thing real quick. So if you know somebody who's looking for orthodontic coverage only, you can click this little button right here and it'll show you only the plans that have the ortho coverage.
And ortho is what? Braces and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's only for children 19 and under though. It's not for adult braces.
19 and under. Ortho. Okay.
All right.
You have to be to get it, like, so the child has to be, so for instance, like, you know, we had the girl that was 17, and what if she wanted to pay for her own dental? She's too young?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Let's quote that and see if that's the case. Let me just double check on this. I think it gives us an option to, let's just purchase this. Let me make sure this has the, yeah, so orthodontics under age 19.
Okay.
Let me just purchase this and see if we can do only a minor. Let me just double check. Because I think I spoke too soon. I just want to double check.
Okay.
So what would that birthday be? It would be,
It was 11/30/2001.
okay, let's see if this will work.
Okay.
Okay, so you're absolutely correct in that answer. This child would have to be included on a policy with an adult, but if we edit the effective date,
Then she could pay for it. Okay, I see what you're saying.
we make the effective date as of December 1st, it'll be completely fine.
Okay, I see. Gotcha.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good question. You helped me understand that one. No one's ever asked me that before. So, but that's cool because 18-year-olds can get braces and get a huge chunk of it paid for them because the general treatment cost for full-term braces is about $5,000 and the plan will pay $1,000. So that's about 20% off of braces.
Okay.
And I know like state issued Medicaid and that kind of stuff, dental insurance does not cover braces unless it's for a medical reason.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't, because when I went through that with my son in Florida, we had to address all that. So, okay, here we go. Back to the short term. So we're good with Vision Dental.
Yep.
Vision Dental is super easy.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be good with that. Okay, back to the short term. And if I were to say to make it easy for yourself, because here's how it worked for me last year. When I first started, I was in an office in a cubicle in the corner of the back office, just there every day, making the phone calls, doing everything my manager told me to do. I had no idea if I was doing it right or not. I was just doing what I was told. At the end of the open enrollment period, I had sold a good chunk of policy premiums, but the only thing that I really sold was the Nat Gen. The reason because not only did they give you a production multiplier, they were good policies, it was good for each customer, and I learned a lot. Sometimes the plans weren't the best, but you know, going through and understanding the differences between carriers. After the new year, I started selling United Healthcare in Philly. Because I'm more experienced, I was able to feel more confident to add these plans.
Okay.
If it were me, Angela, and I was just starting out, I would recommend you getting really good at understanding the copay, these copay plans, okay? And we're not in dental. So going back to short term, what I want you to do is really focus on these two plans right here.
Copay. Okay. Copay.
That's gonna be for Texas for you. I have leads for Texas for you.
Okay.
A lot of Texas leads, so Texas is good. With that being said, you're going to know that the client has significantly lower out-of-pocket maximum than most plans, because if you look at this, it's still lower than the 10,000 we have with United Healthcare. Okay. This gives you a $75 copay for office visits. This gives you a $40 copay for office visits.
That's much better.
This gives you a, where's the urgent care benefit? Where's urgent care? This one doesn't have urgent care. That's even worse. Okay. Oh, it does have urgent care. I'm sorry. $75 for office visits, $75 for urgent care.
Mm-hmm.
Going over to NatGen, $50 copay for urgent care. It bypasses the major deductible. Everything that happens there is covered by your 100% coinsurance. Okay.
I didn't see the $50 urgent care. Was that in the bro? You just knew that? Where? Oh, I see. Urgent care, you saw it real short. Well, was it on that main page that we were looking at? Or you just remembered?
So I'm going down to show you this brochure here. I accidentally clicked it out. So general benefits for all the plans, okay? Urgent care is a $50 access fee. Your major deductible is waived, which in this case, we're quoting an $8,000 deductible, 100% coinsurance. And anything else that happens, remaining cost is subject to coinsurance. In this case, the client has a 0% responsibility. So anytime they want to walk into an urgent care center, it's $50.
Okay.
Anytime they need to make an office visit and they have a limited amount, in this case, it's 2 per person or 4 total for the family, it's $40.
Okay, 2 per person or 4 total.
Mm-hmm. If they need to see a specialist, it's $60.
Okay.
When we go back to the short-term plan with United Healthcare, $75 copay for urgent care, $75 copay for office visits. And then you still have the 4, okay?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, Angela, I would really just encourage your clients, because they're going to ask you to quote them. You want to quote them what you think is the best option for them. Most of the time, it will be these NatGen copay short-term plans.
Okay. I'm just going to stick with NatGen and Emeritus for dental and vision. And then you said the Philadelphia American is good for indemnity.
Yeah, and you don't have your access yet. So once you do, we'll go through training on that. But just to ease your mind, when you quote somebody, quote them NatGen and quote them Emeritus. So you've pretty much got your medical and your dental vision covered.
Okay.
How does that relieve stress?
It does a lot. It relieves.
Okay.
I like that.
Now, the only reason why you wouldn't give them this copay plan is because this is too much for them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Going up to the top of the page up here with your other short-term options, we can get them lesser expensive plans. So
but they would have a lot of on the other end. I mean, right?
So let's just look at this one, for example. This is also a 100% coinsurance plan, and it has a $5,000 deductible. So their out-of-pocket max is $5,000 versus the $8,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The $8,000 100% with office visits and with the prescription benefit is $187. The $5,000 without office visits, without prescriptions, are $154 a month. Both of the plans still have the $50 urgent care access, so they can still walk into urgent care for $50. But keep in mind, this is only for urgent care when we're dealing with these plans here.
But they don't have an office visit. They don't have prescription drugs.
No. So you're going to be selling the heck out of these plans right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is for Texas. If you run into somebody in Missouri, you're probably going to have to sell them one of these plans. Okay?
Guarantees, where is it? Guarantee issue?
So guaranteed issue is for somebody who's overweight or has had a medical condition and wants to have basic coverage that'll help them if they get sick or injured, but will not give them treatment for their pre-existing conditions.
Okay.
So this is a simplified issue plan, and this is this is your go-to for somebody who has had cancer, who does have diabetes, that knows they can't get coverage for their diabetes, that needs to have something in case they get sick or injured after they've got their insurance. You know what I mean? It's not a cover-all. It's not a catch-all for insurance. It's just for somebody who wants to make sure if they end up in a car accident, they're not going to end up with a $100,000 bill, but they can't get treatment for what they need, you know, their major treatments for. That's why if somebody has a pre-existing condition, you want to make sure you send them over to Obamacare, because they will get coverage. It is going to cost them more, but they actually will have the treatment available. Our plans won't even give them the treatment.
Okay, I wrote that down. Pre-existing sent to Obamacare. Okay.
Like, I had a client who is pretty healthy, except he's 25 pounds over the weight chart. He's a doctor. He should know better, but I could not write him a short-term plan.
Because he's 25 pounds overweight?
25, he's like 340 pounds. And even Nat Gen has a specific weight chart. It's 250 pounds of female, 300 pounds of male. So don't lie on the application when it comes to that, because they have all those records.
Right, I'm not lying.
Yeah.
What does he have to do? Go to ACA?
No, he would have to have a guaranteed issue or ACA, correct. So when we do a guarantee, let's just add this on. Let's take you through, let me show you how to enroll now. Okay, we're gonna just pretend this is a real application. We've decided that we're gonna go with the $8,000 100% co-insurance with the AME.
Okay.
And we're gonna do just a fake thing, okay?
You selected enroll now, okay.
Yep.
And we found all of this through Top Broker, right?
No,
No.
this is
Okay.
National General.
In the straight National General, okay.
So you're gonna ask them for this information. So here's how it goes. If I were actually quoting and gonna enroll, I would say, okay, we've picked our plans, Mr. Client, Mrs. Client. Here's what happens next. You always want to transition into the next stage of the process or the application by saying, here's what happens next, because it prepares them for a new set of kind of conversation.
Okay.
The first thing that's going to happen, the system's going to ask me for the best email address for you, because as soon as I submit this application, the reason you're supposed to be in front of a computer right now is because you're going to get an email, and it's going to require you to log into your account, review the application, which includes everything we're going to talk about, and then you're going to have to sign your application and submit. Once you've submitted it, then your application is officially submitted. I'm going to prepare your policy documents with you right now, and I'm going to ask you some system-generated health questions. Then I'll submit for you, but as soon as you receive that email, you must submit. So what's the best email address for you?
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of give them an idea of what you're about to do with them, and then that first screen asks for an email address, which I entered mine. And then once you enter the email address, it takes us here. Okay. So thank you for the email address. Let's go ahead and build your policy documents, and then we'll get to the health questions. What is the legal spelling of your name for your health insurance card? That's a very important question. So you get their full name, okay? And then what is your social? Verify their birthday, verify their marital status, and just say, you know, I'm just reading the questions the system's generating here. What's your street address, the best phone number for you? If you need to change the email address, do it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you misspell this email address, which I have in the past, it becomes a major problem because they never receive that email. They don't get to submit their application. All that work you just did is kind of lost, and we have to go back into the back door of the system and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Make sure it's right.
Yeah. And then is your mailing address same as your home address? Because if they're on vacation or living as a snowbird, their home address is their, residence, but their mailing address might be somewhere else for 2 or 3 months. And the mailing address is where they're going to receive their insurance card and welcome packet.
Okay.
You also want to make sure the billing address is the same, because when you enter their information for their payment, it'll automatically pull the address from their home address. So this is the baseline address here. If they need their stuff mailed to a different address, this is where the question comes in. And if it's no, you need a different mailing address, go ahead and just enter it here.
Okay.
Same here for billing. If they're using someone else's credit card and it's registered at a different zip code or address, you want to make sure that you enter that billing information here. Okay. These 2 questions are optional, but this is not. So yes, I'm a U.S. citizen. And they require marital status. Let's just see if they require social, because they didn't last year. Okay, I don't think they're going to require social.
So do you walk them through each, because like hypothetically, you doing this, and hypothetically, if we did like the emeritus, so we walk them through this, let them sign it, and then walk them through the dental. You just kind of keep talking through it. You're going to receive this email from the dental.
No, dentals, you don't have the application situation with the dental. As soon as you enter their name, address, and whatever the application calls for, like their birth date and marital status and stuff, the next page on the dental application will be the payment information. As soon as you submit that, you're done. It doesn't ask health questions. There's no pre-qualifying. There's no exclusions. It's just anybody can get those dental policies.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. This is a little bit more in depth. So the reason this system is asking for a beneficiary is because your accident policy is technically an indemnity benefit, meaning that, let's just say you're in a serious car accident, you're admitted to the hospital, the plan benefits are triggered, and unfortunately you don't make it. The plan is still going to pay that $5,000 for the accident benefit.
Okay.
But if you're not there, someone else needs to receive it. And the most important thing to remember on this is to make sure that the person receiving the benefit as a beneficiary is over 18.
Okay.
Because the client or the beneficiary will have to receive a check. And a lot of times kids don't have bank accounts, et cetera, et cetera. So
Gotcha.
I'm just going to do Hannah's sister, continue. Excuse my typing. Okay. So like I said in the beginning, you're going to kind of explain to the client how the application process works. Mr. Client, the first thing the system's going to ask me for is an email address. Then we're going to build your policy documents, and then the system will generate some medical questions, and finally we'll take your payment. And so once you've built the policy documents, you say, okay, so the system has generated some questions. And these questions are for the sickness indemnity rider. So this is for the AME, okay? Because we added CHS plus sickness, illness, okay? Mm-hmm. Basically that AME plus CHS plus sickness, illness is kind of like 3 policies combined into one. Mm-hmm. 3 different sets of benefits for 3 different reasons.
Gotcha.
You're gonna have to read these questions word for word, and it's really kind of mundane. So you say, okay, bear with me, I'm gonna have to read a couple questions. They're gonna ask about specific medical conditions. They're yes or no questions, so I'm just gonna read them. If any of them are a yes, please stop me, but I'm just gonna read through the questions. Okay, so Angela, question 1. Are you or any person to be insured now pregnant and expectant parent in the process of adopting a child or undergoing infertility treatment? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, question 2. In the last 2 years, have you or any person to be insured been recommended or scheduled for surgery that has not yet been completed? Nope. Yes or no? No. Okay, question 3. Bear with me, this is long. It has a list of medical conditions. For any of the following conditions within the last 5 years, have you or any person to be insured received any abnormal tests or medical or surgical treatment or consulted a healthcare professional, or has medication been prescribed or recommended for? If any of these are yes, just stop me, but I'm going to get through the list because they can't see your screen, right? Mm-hmm. So heart disorder, excluding mitral valve prolapse or surgically corrected or closed atrial septal defect, ventricle septal defect, stroke or brain aneurysm or transient ischemic attack, peripheral vascular disease or peripheral arterial disease, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, liver disorders or hepatitis B or C, including fully recovered hepatitis A, kidney disorders, including kidney stones, emphysema, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and you just go through the whole list and just read them. kind of excruciating, to be honest with you, but you know, for 5 minutes and a couple $100, it's not going to kill you.
Right. Now, did you say ischemic? I never knew how to say that. For the heart attack, how did you say that? Ischemic?
Transient ischemic attack.
Transient ischemic. Okay.
Ischemic. Yep.
Okay.
You'll, at first I was like, holy crap, I have to read all these tongue twisters.
Mhm.
But after you say them over and over, it just becomes really kind of,
I hope to say them over and over.
you know, and maybe we're able to like make a recording of these questions and just push play. I don't know. Maybe I can look into that and see if we can do that, because this is gonna.
No. That's okay. I'm okay. I
Okay.
hope to say them a lot. That means I'm making money.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. I like your mindset. So the other thing that all these policies require is that we disclose that these are not Affordable Care Act minimum essential benefit plans. And how you say that is, you know, we just need to disclose that these are not Obamacare plans. They don't comply with the Affordable Care Act regulations. The reason is we don't offer mental illness, pregnancy or maternity, and a couple other things.
Hey, this is that lady that I wanted to quote. Can I take it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me hear you.
Hey, Miss Deanna, how are you? Yes, ma'am. I sent the email to you. You didn't? Okay. I can send it back. Give me 1 second. Let me go back and send it back to you, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me pull that up. Get that. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me get that paper out. One moment, Miss Deanna. Go eat, baby. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm looking for her quote. But I did send it out. Can you hear me, Hannah?
I can.
Okay, yeah, I did send it out to her. What paper is right now?
Go back to your inbox and go to your sent folder.
Okay, and I sent it through, let's see, I think it went through, I mean, it sent a quote to me as well. I think. Would it send it to me or would it send it to my HST?
Did you do send quote through the system?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's so confusing. You never want to do that. That's why I taught you how to screen snip and send it from your email account.
Yeah, I still can't do that, but I've been trying.
We'll work on that. I got you.
Okay, so would it be okay if I just told her that I can resend it and ask for the email again because I don't see it?
Yeah, just ask her to verify the email and say, give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to resend the quote. Do you mind if I call you back in about 10 or 15 minutes?
Okay, Miss Deanna, can you verify that email for me? Okay, Yahoo. Okay, let me resend that to you and then call you back in 5 minutes. Would that be okay? Awesome. Thank you, Miss Deanna. I'll call you back. Bye-bye. Okay, so I got her off the line. So I didn't know how to screenshot it when I was working with Latisse to get me to, help me through it because I knew you had to go out of town. But
let's do that real quick. Share your screen with me and we'll build this quote for her and we'll get that sent out because this is the practical training right now.
Sure. You know what? I gotta get her paper real quick. And then I'll share the screen as well. Give me one. Oh, here it is right here. Yep, her son's name is Joshua Lloyd. Okay, so share. You gotta stop sharing, I think. Okay, then I'm gonna share. And then it's gonna ask for this one, screen one. Okay, so I'm sharing with you now. So his name is Joshua Lloyd.
Okay.
He
go over to your NatGen.
Go to NatGen. You just saw it right there. Okay, I'm gonna log in. The zip code for them, 63114. I think that's his, from what I understand. He doesn't live with her, and he is male. His date of birth is 06/21/1999. And then you said to come down here and do next day coverage. Should I just do November?
November 1st.
And then you said choose 2 6-month terms. It says, please note all carriers may not offer some. So
Show plans.
what's that? Nothing. And then monthly payment. And then show plans.
Yes, ma'am. And this is where so here's what you're gonna do. Whenever you see this, it's gonna automatically bundle for you. Just ignore it. And on the top right-hand side, see all plans.
Okay.
What was his budget?
She wanted to keep it affordable. I asked her for a number. She didn't really give me a number. She said low deductibles. She doesn't have any current insurance for him. He's a non-smoker. He's in college, doesn't play any sports. Effective date was ASAP. So you already handled that part. He's 5'10", 150 pounds. She likes the Mercy Network, if that means anything. I don't know.
Is that a hospital network?
Mercy, yeah, that's here. One of the Mercy. It's certain hospitals, but I don't even know which hospitals are Mercy.
We can.
Okay.
All right, scroll down. So remember, we do not have your copay plans in Missouri with NatGen. Okay. So what we're gonna do is 5,000. Do you know if she mentioned 5,000 deductible or no or not?
She didn't mention. She just probably wants to keep it low.
Okay. So that's a good option right there that you have your mouse over. It's a $5,000 100% coinsurance plan, and I'll explain why this is a good option for him. So go ahead and pick that one. Click add. Okay, and then scroll back up to the top and then do the fixed indemnity plan.
1 second. Hey, Miss D, how you doing? I'm in a meeting right now. Can I call you after? Is everything okay? Okay, yes, ma'am. Bye-bye. Okay, that's one of my insurance clients.
Oh, good.
Cut her grass.
Oh, okay. So do you know that they need the insurance for anything specific, or they just want to have coverage for him while he's in college?
I think she just wants to have coverage. He hasn't went to the doctor a lot. I met her at my doctor's office. That's her friend, and the friend sees him, but she does want him to be able to go to the doctor.
Okay, so we'll pick the Foundation Health Plan A. All right, so for less than $200 a month, hopefully that's not too expensive for him. Here's what this bundle will give him, okay? He's gonna have a $5,000 deductible with a 0% coinsurance responsibility, so his maximum out of pocket is gonna be $5,000 in the worst case scenario.
Okay, so wait a minute. 5,000 is the deductible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
you just wanna go right there next to where it says $97.95 and click that little down arrow.
okay.
Okay, it'll kind of give you the basics of the plan right there.
It says, so what I worry about, it says no charge after deductible. So he would have to pay the $5,000 up front.
Well, hold on, let me finish let me get to where I'm at real quick. So in the worst case scenario, the max he'll ever have to pay, even if it's a $300,000 hospital bill, with this $1 million policy, he's only gonna have a $5,000 responsibility with only the short-term medical plan portion, okay? Office visits only on the short-term plan are not included. He has to pay out of pocket for that. But if we think compared to the United Healthcare, there's a copay, but it's really not more affordable if you think about it. Okay, so the office visits are a moot point with this short-term plan because we've added the National General Foundation Health rider. Okay, so this Foundation Health is going to give him 4 office visits with a $50 benefit and hospitalization and an ambulance and a surgery benefit. So how this works together is he's going to have 4 office visits included. If he's hospitalized because he has a major accident or something like that, we're only starting with a $5,000 balance. Let's just say he's in there 4 days, right? He's hospitalized for 4 days, and the hospital confinement benefit on the Foundation Health Level A is $1,000 a day. The whole bill is knocked down to $1,000, okay?
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
Okay, so let's just say another portion of that $5,000 responsibility was some of the surgery that he had. His surgical benefit is $1,000 a day as well. So at the end of the day, to combine these two in the network, he's pretty much covered in a really bad scenario. If he goes to an office visit and the office visit's maybe $70, he'll have to pay $20 to see the doctor.
That comes from his foundation?
Foundation. So that's why we want to pair this short-term plan with the Foundation Health plan, because the Foundation Health is where he's going to get his hospitalization benefit, his office visit, his ambulance, his surgical benefit. And then his NatGen is going to give him that bottom line, which is the $5,000. He's going to also still have that $50 access to urgent care with a 0% responsibility at urgent care. And that includes the telemedicine portion for life, which is what the association is.
Telemedicine, okay.
So these two combined is going to be super good coverage for him. At his age, it's not very expensive at all.
I don't know how to explain all that, but I'm going to muddle through. Anyway, is this the complete thing that we're sending him?
Yeah, so go ahead and click create proposal. And instead of emailing proposal, because that's what you did last time and nobody finds it, it gets sent to spam, it's a system generated. So that's why I highly discourage you to use the email proposal button. Go ahead and view the proposal.
Blow it up.
Yep. And click the up arrow button really quick in the middle, right under the plan.
Right here?
Yep. And it'll show you the plan details.
Should I do that?
Yep.
Oh, I wanted to be able to see.
Wait. I think the indemnity is better to show the details, to be honest with you. So this is important. So what you're going to do is go get your screen snip on the bottom of your toolbar right there.
New.
It'll disappear.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Just this?
Yeah, don't do the all done stuff. Just go back to the corner of the, here you go.
Okay.
Save it as.
Save as.
Go to your client folder and create a name folder for him.
See, I got one right there. I'm just going to put something different, like 1. JOSHUA LOY. Save. Okay.
Okay, leave this, don't X out this screen because you're going to have to come to it again. So just go ahead and minimize it.
Okay, this right here.
Yep. Now go to your email.
Email, so what, minimize this too?
Yes.
Go to my HST email or?
Whatever account you use to send your quotes, I would highly recommend Gmail.
My Gmail? Okay. Let me go find that. I have to open it up to use it, I guess. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Okay. And I'm just really using this one to get to that one because I got so many Gmails. It's ridiculous. Here. Oh, how do I get when I go here? And then you had me to create. Is it Angela Roseborough HST? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that picture. I'm gonna have to definitely take it down and put a flower there. In fact, I'm gonna put a flower on all of them except my main one. Nobody has to really see me. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. Okay, so I'm in my Gmail. Go to
So
huh?
go to test quote real quick.
Go to who?
The email that says test quote, because that's where the template's going to be.
Test quote.
Remember we did the quote training last time? I sent you this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So go ahead and just copy this whole email.
Copy the whole email?
Yeah, and I'm going to teach you how to edit it per quote, because this is a template and you're going to just adjust a couple things instead of typing the whole thing over and over and over.
Okay. Right there, right?
Yeah, that's fine, and we'll fix it. Just right click. Oh,
I'm sorry. Control C. Got it.
compose.
Huh?
Go ahead and compose an email.
I'll put her information there. DLOY 64 at Yahoo. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're on the phone shoot?
Yeah, I'm working with my manager now. Her name's Deanna. I'm sorry, her name's Hannah. Hannah, that's my son, Malcolm.
Hello.
Hello.
Yahoo.com. Okay, subject should be her son's name. I'm asking.
For dash son's name. Mm-hmm.
Okay, her son's name dash JOSHUALOY.
Dash health quote.
Huh?
Just do like dash health quote or something like that. Health insurance quote.
All right. And then come down here and go ahead and hit Control V.
Yep. And the first thing you're going to do is scroll up and take that image out.
Okay.
Just delete it.
How do you do that? Just
So go to, no, scroll down and go and click your cursor to where it says, yeah, or just, there you go. Just remove, click remove. Perfect. Now go to that image that we minimized, your screen snip.
right here.
Yep. Right click it and copy. Mm-hmm. And then just put your cursor back in the email and Control V right there.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So what you're going to do is notice that it's 132 and how, just click dismiss on that little box right there.
So should I change my name?
Yeah, change it to whatever her name was.
DEANNA.
And then just take that space out because there's an extra space right there.
I'm gonna take out yesterday. And then take this space out. Just hit backspace. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so scroll down. And so the starting, scroll back up real quick so I can see the whole image. Okay. All the way down a little bit more. I got to see the bottom of the monthly premium. There we go. So starting monthly premium is $132.93. So scroll down to the green text where it has the premium amount in the email. Take out $619.98 and put $132.93.
Put 132.93.
Yep, and then take out with dental. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Scroll down and notice that we do have, is it a $5,000 deductible that we chose?
I think it is.
Okay, so we have the right network, 4 ways to see the doctor, $50 copay per urgent visits, $5,000 deductible. We did not include an AME, so take out that whole $10,000 cash indemnity benefit. Take that out.
Right there?
Yep.
Because that'll cost more.
Yeah, it's just another policy that we didn't add on. So you do have the telemedicine, which is included in the association. Take out the vision and dental coverage. Okay, and because we have the indemnity, it's true that we have multiple office visits, daily hospital confinement benefit, you have a surgical benefit, you have an ambulance benefit. Scroll down. Lab and x-ray and diagnostics are covered, but it's subject to deductible and co-insurance. So if they've got their deductible, then the benefit is covered. Things like pregnancy, even if they've maxed out their deductible and they're not paying anymore, is not covered. So that's what the difference is. Even though they have to use their deductible and co-insurance, it's still an approved benefit. So we'll leave that there.
Should I put if the deductibles met, or just leave it like that?
You don't want to go into that much detail unless they ask.
Okay.
Keep it as simple as possible. I have attached the plan brochures for you to look over, so go ahead and go to your little paper clip.
Right here?
Mm-hmm. And go to your brochure folder.
I don't know if there's anything in my brochure folder.
Girlfriend, that's part of your homework.
I know, but I remember at the time I didn't know how to do it.
Oh, okay. So let's make sure we get that done too. So we need your brochures.
So should I shut that down?
Go back to your NatGen portal where it says IPO reports.
NatGen, right here?
No. Don't click out of here. Up there on the top, it's already open, the tab. It says IPO reports next to plan details.
Right here.
Yep. Click back. And then you're going to go and you're going to, let's see, scroll down, please. View reports. It says 2 companies, 2 plans, view proposal, view reports. Go to view reports. Click view proposal and see if there's a link for the brochures. And there is, if we look, okay.
And
So hold on, where is it at? Plan details. Click on plan details. It's like right under the 97.95. And scroll down. More. Click on additional plan information, click plan benefits. And here's your brochure. So go ahead and download this and create a National General file.
okay, so download is this right here.
Yep. It'll download it and then you click on it. All
Okay.
right, good. So create a file system for your brochures. And if you give me just like a minute, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I have to use the restroom.
Okay. How do you create?
Go to desktop on the left side.
On that Jen right here.
Yeah, okay, good. Click right there. Oh, you already have them.
Oh,
Okay, so go back to your email.
go to the bathroom. I'll wait.
No, it's fine. Hold on. Go back to your email.
So just X out of this.
Yep.
And then go back to my email, which was this one. Which one was it?
That one, I think.
No, it's this one. This one right here.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
we-
just click the paperclip and attach the short-term brochure and the Foundation Health brochure, and I'll be right back.
Short-term medical. Short-term medical. Short-term medical, National General. And then go back here. And go up again. Right. It's just, I don't know what all this is, so just get out of it. Go back to, she said do National General Foundation's help, that one. Okay. Today is Thursday. THURSDAY. That's the 31st since we're talking. I don't really want to talk about it right now. What do I have to say?
All right, you got them, both of them attached?
I do. How can I show you?
All right, I see it. I saw them. Okay, so go back up and let's just make sure the body of the text is correct. So we have the benefits. Scroll down a little bit. Keep going. Through the blue text, we edited those. All right, keep going. You have the link for the network. So here's what happens next. The reason we can offer so many benefits for the affordable premiums is you must medically qualify for this plan. The underwriting process takes about 15 minutes, which is when you actually go through the application process that you and I just did, and you build the policy documents, and then you ask them the health questions. That's the underwriting process.
Okay.
Okay. It requires them to be in front of a computer. I look forward to going over this plan and answering your questions during our health insurance consultation call. So stop right there and take out, you will be receiving a calendar invite. Scroll down and just remove all of that.
Yeah, because I don't know if this is really good for her or not.
Well, because you guys have a different scenario. You're calling her back right now, so this does not apply.
Take that out.
All right, I will call you in just a few moments as discussed earlier this morning.
That's what you said.
Yep, something like that. It's fine. And now to your best health, do you have your signature?
How do you have a signature?
Okay, so just write Angela Rosborough and your phone number.
You can tell me where to go to do that other part, and I'll do it later.
I'll do the signature. I'm going to help you with that.
So should I send this?
I would. It looks good to me.
Aetna. Is Aetna and Cigna the same?
It's not Cigna, it's Aetna.
I think she likes, no, I'm sorry, she likes Mercy Network.
Mercy Hospital Network is just the name of the hospitals.
Oh, okay. Is it okay to hit send? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I think that looks good to me.
Now, was that the way you wanted me to? Oh my goodness, I love it that you showed me how to do that. And I like this email too that you prepared, just how you did that. Awesome. I want to put that somewhere safe. Oh,
Do you have it in your sent folder?
Yeah. Do I have this in my sent folder?
Click on your sent folder.
Yes.
You got to call your cable company.
Yeah. I do right here.
Yep, so you have it right there.
Okay. So go back to inbox.
So she has the quote now. Just give her a call and say, hey, I just want to let you know the quote's been sent out. Let's talk about it. Do you have any questions?
I don't know if she has questions. Come on now. I would know what to say right now.
Okay, so here's how I would present. Write some bullet points down, okay? So basically what the email states is that you built the quote to give her the most affordable options with the best possible coverage. And what you've included is all of the items in the blue. So go back to your sent.
Oh, I should just.
And click on that email. And scroll down and say, I just wanted to let you know I sent you this quote because we have a really great carrier. There's a lot of ways to see the doctor. You have low copays, good benefits, and the premiums are $132.93 a month. And so basically what you want to say to her is, here's what's important for you to know about these plans. And you just go through and you highlight again the things in blue. Just say, it's on a really great open PPO nationwide network, so you can use this plan if you're on vacation or visiting family. There's 4 different ways to see the doctor, which includes emergency room, urgent care, office visits, and telemedicine.
Emergency room, urgent care,
office visits, and telemedicine.
Office visits and telemedicine.
And then you say, one of my favorite parts of these plans is that you have a $50 copay for urgent care visits, and it bypasses your major deductibles. So if you have a minor injury or you get sick, basically you just pay $50 and you go to urgent care 24/7, and everything that happens there is covered with your coinsurance because your coinsurance is 100%. And then you go to the next bullet point and say, in the worst case scenario, if you end up in the hospital for a major car accident or something serious happens, the most you'll pay is $5,000. Because that's the $5,000 deductible and 100% of the coinsurance is covered.
If there's a major car accident.
Well, just as an example, if a major scenario happens, your deductible maxes you out at a $5,000 out-of-pocket maximum.
Okay, so for example, you say it again. For example, if there's a major.
Look at the blue bullet point and explain the fourth one to me. $5,000 deductible, 100% coinsurance. How would you explain that?
Okay, for example, if there's a major accident, for example.
Major scenario, yep. For the worst case scenarios, you have a $5,000 responsibility, which is your deductible, and then the insurance company pays 100% of everything else.
Okay, gotcha. Aetna pays 100% after you meet your deductible up to $5,000 out-of-pocket max. Right?
So because it's 100% coinsurance, the deductible matches the out-of-pocket maximum. If it were a $5,000 deductible with 80/20 coinsurance and it was an additional $5,000, we would change that to a $10,000 out-of-pocket maximum, which would combine the 5 deductible and the 5 coinsurance. But because this is 100% coinsurance, the client does not have a coinsurance responsibility because the insurance company pays 100% of the coinsurance.
Mhm. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going
And
to
so-
tweak this for now.
Yeah, so just say I made the benefits as low as, your responsibility, your financial responsibility is as low as possible at 5,000. You have 4 ways to see the doctor. One of my favorite benefits about this plan is it's $50 to go to urgent care and 100% of everything's covered.
Okay,
24/7 telemedicine. The doctor can prescribe like minor medications, no controlled substances. If they need like a cream or an eardrop or an eye drop or antibiotics, they'll just call it into your nearest pharmacy. Okay.
Mhm.
Just say this does include a daily hospital benefit, does include a surgical benefit, does include ambulance and transport, does include labs, tests, and diagnostics. And here's the link if you need to check for your doctors.
You said it doesn't include
It
those?
does. Yeah.
Oh, it does
Yeah,
include.
it does include, yeah.
Okay, okay, I got that part.
You make it really simple. You don't have to go and, read the paragraph. You just kind of bullet point the outline. Do you know what I mean? So the easiest way to explain this plan is just by reading this email to her again, but just kind of you don't have to tell her you're reading the email. Just say, do you have any questions about the plan? As I mentioned in the quote, it's a very affordable premium. You have really great coverage. You only have a $5,000 responsibility. One of my favorite benefits is that you have a $50 copay for urgent care, plus 24/7 telemedicine, plus, office visit benefit of $50, things like that.
Okay, gotcha. So you want me to call her right now, right? Okay, I am calling her now.
By the way, one of the best things my manager ever told me was there's nothing if you mess up or screw up or you break something, everything's fixable.
And then I could always tell her my manager is standing here with me and you could hear, I could ask you, is that okay?
Yeah, you can put her on speakerphone.
Okay, great. Give me 1 second. I gotta close.
But don't go to that. You've got it, girl. You know what you're doing.
Okay. I need you to go out here for a minute, okay?
Sure.
Go downstairs and tell Papa that you're hungry. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna call Deanna back now. Her name's Deanna.
Okay.
Please leave your message for
Hey, Miss Deanna, this is Angela. I was just calling you back to let you know I did send a quote over to you. And if you don't mind, give me a call or text me and let me know what's a good time for us to go over that quote. Thank you so much. 314-705-6534. Have a great day, Miss Deanna. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm sorry I did it. Whew.
No, you're good. I know. I bet you're like, thank God she didn't answer.
I did.
No, but it's really easy. Honestly, you just say, I attached the brochures. Do you have any questions about the brochure? They're going to say no because they never looked at it. Okay. And you say, just to recap, just to let you know, it's a great network. Here's what you need to know about this plan. The client needs to know that the network is good because that means there's good access points for them to see the doctor. Then they need to know how much it costs to see the doctor. And in this case, there's 4 different ways to see the doctor: 24/7 telemedicine, urgent care at $50, office visit benefit at $50, and then at worst case scenario, emergency room. Okay. Then you just say hospitalization's covered, surgical's covered, transport's covered, and just kind of go over it. And just say, if you have additional questions, let me know what, after you read the brochure, let me know if you have, more questions. And they might say, no, looks good to me, or no, I have a question. And then, it's going to be a little uncomfortable at first, but you'll learn it, and it's not going to be the end of the world. If you're not sure, just say, you know what, let me just take a look at the brochure. Our plans have changed this year. Let me make sure I'm telling you the right thing.
Okay,
And
great.
if you really don't know, just say, let me get some clarity on that. I will get back to you on that question. What other questions do you have?
Okay. And really quick, can you show me how to do the this part here? The signature part.
Yeah, so go to your top right little wheel
Uh-huh.
and go to settings.
You've spent so much time with me on the phone. You know I'm going back to look at this video, right?
Yeah, I got you, girl. All right, scroll down.
Okay. Where to?
Keep going. All right, right there. Back up a little bit. All right, right there. So signature, click the little circle first. There you go. Now type enter one time.
Enter?
Yep.
Enter.
Okay, now my salutation is to your best health, comma.
Uh-huh.
Enter. One more enter. Angela Rosborough. Enter. Life/health broker, or whatever you'd like to title yourself.
Nope.
Enter. And for me, let me see, I think I have like 3 different agencies that I'm like a part of. So what I do is who do you want to identify with? Do you want to identify with Compass Health Consultants, with Health Quote Team, with HST? I mean, I just do Healthcare Solutions Team, to be honest, because it's the largest parent company and it has the most clout, and we're also using their logo.
Health quote.
Healthcare Solutions Team.
Does healthcare need to be one word?
Yep.
You say yes.
Yes.
Healthcare Solutions Team.
Enter. And then your phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what else do you think you would want to have in there?
That's good, I guess.
Okay, so enter one more time. And click on the little image box right next to the link box up on the little sans serif TTBIUA, kind of like
Where do you see that?
you see where you click the little circle and it allowed you to type in the box? It says sans serif right next to it. The type of font that you're using, right there, sans serif.
Oh yeah.
Right there is a TT, go to the right, it's B, to the right of that is IUA, that's the link, and then the little square with the mountains, that's an image box.
Okay.
Click that. Actually cancel, we're gonna do it a different way. Scroll down and click save.
Save changes.
And go back to the email I sent you. Go to your inbox. And click on the test quote.
Oh, there's an image right there.
So scroll down. Okay. Save that image to your desktop somewhere. Right click.
Just hit download.
Download is fine, yeah.
Then right click it down.
Open it.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Okay, just click the X. Just right click on the image. Save image as. Put it on your desktop somewhere in your HST folder.
Okay, let me name it health. Right, health.
I would just do HST logo.
And then you said save it.
Folder, so go on the left side and
Huh?
scroll up to make sure you're putting that in your desktop because you're going to save it to your downloads right now. You don't want to save it to your downloads. You want to save it to your desktop.
How do you do that? Go up to what?
So right there, yeah, scroll up and click desktop. Now just save it there.
Save.
Right click on that again and copy it. Copy image. Okay, now go back to your settings up on the top right. Scroll back down, yep, settings. Scroll back down to that box where you're inputting your signature
Right here.
and click, where did it go? Scroll up a little bit.
Right here.
Yep. Click your cursor, Control V. And you're gonna make it smaller. So right click the image. Oh, go to medium down. It says small, medium, large on the bottom.
Okay, small.
Medium. There you go. Now save. And then click compose.
Compose. You see, oh, right over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. Broker. B-R-O-K-E-R.
Mhm.
Different, but okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. So I have enough things to go over unless you feel that we've missed something, because I don't know. And I am going to go back through this. As soon as you send me this video, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so remember I told you in the beginning, when you're quoting somebody, you're having a conversation, the structure of it in one sense is to tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. So before we go, I want to recap with you just a little bit on what we just discussed in our call to make sure that you are absorbing the main important things that we've just kind of cleared up for you. Let's start with emeritus. What do you know now about emeritus that you didn't know before this call?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. It's really good. I like that Emeritus has the dental and the vision. And you have to be 18 to get it. It has a max out of pocket for each one. One is 1,000, one is 2.
No, that's not max out of pocket. That's an annual benefit amount. So in a year, emeritus will pay up to $1,000 or up to $2,000 for all the treatments that they get.
Okay, so that's an annual benefit amount.
Annual benefit, correct, not max out of pocket.
Okay, gotcha. So that it has an annual benefit amount of either 1,000 or 2. And where is it? Can I just open it up? Where is it?
No, don't open anything. I want to go from memory.
Okay. And it covers the orthodontist part does cover braces, and it has the major part in there, and it also has the preventive, like cleanings, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know that for sure.
All right, let me help you. So you're absolutely right with what you just told me. I just want to add a couple things into your memory right now. Okay. Number one, it has one of the best nationwide networks for dental and vision. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Super important. They need to know that if they're buying this insurance, there's a good list of doctors or dentists or optometrists or whatever that they can see. Okay. Network is super strong, it's nationwide. Number two, the most important thing you're ever gonna need to tell them about this dental vision is there's 0 waiting periods for any of the procedures.
Okay.
So even the major crowns, root canals, surgeries, they can get it the very next day.
Okay.
Okay. That's the most important thing somebody needs to know, because a lot of times you're going to have people calling you up. I have a tooth infection. I need to see the dentist. I need to get a root canal. I know it's time for my crown. Don't bother with NatGen. NatGen won't give them any major services on any of their plans until they have them for at least a year.
Mhm.
Don't even write NatGen. Emeritus will give you immediate coverages. Okay.
Mhm.
Because they have immediate coverages, the next important thing is how much are they going to cover? Preventative is 100% covered right away. Free teeth cleanings, okay? They have their $50 deductible, but everything else is covered. For basic services, 65% coverage on day one. That's huge. For major services, it's 20% on day one.
Mhm.
Okay, and then remember the orthodontics is for 19 and younger,
19 and younger. Okay.
and it's up to $1,000 for the benefit.
Okay.
And that's really all you need to know.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. One more thing. The top broker. Can we go there real quick?
Yeah, sure. All right, hold on. Before we do that though, with the NatGen, if you're in Texas, which plans are you quoting every single time?
Oh yeah, the one with the copay in Texas.
Copay for sure.
Mhm.
Um,
And I'm quoting United Healthcare is going to be try.
yeah, and United Healthcare, let's just kind of put that to the side for now, because for what they're paying and what they're getting, you're better off giving them the NatGen.
I really do feel comfortable only doing NatGen for this season. I really
I
do.
agree with you, because I only did NatGen for last season, and to be honest with you, we'll talk about United Healthcare in January. We'll do that. Unless somebody specifically asks for the name or they need to see 2 different carriers, what you're going to do is quote them the copay plan for NatGen, and then you're going to quote them the United Healthcare plan, but make sure the premium on the United Healthcare plan is higher, so they're going to naturally want to go with the copay plan with NatGen.
Okay. So
And
there,
that's not sneaky. It's just really the fact that you're getting better benefits for the client with the NatGen plan.
okay.
Okay. And then if you're in Missouri, you know, really that's really going to be probably more of a budget thing. So just kind of play with the different types of plans and the different levels for the indemnity, and also match that quote with your template. And I'm going to send out new templates for the copay plans for the NatGen.
Okay. Now the ones that they sent out that they want us to join, do you want me to join those or no? Like yesterday they sent out one for it's a new company. I forgot the name, but you know what I'm saying? It was
The Tatanka plan?
I don't think I have the time for it,
I
but
think it's Kemper.
it was Kemper, yeah.
Yeah, let me speak to my upline manager and find out how beneficial that will be, because that's just a whole bunch of more contracting. And I believe that some of those carriers only do paper apps, which is not a good idea. So I don't want to overwhelm you. I think you have what you need to do really well this season with the NatGen and the Emeritus. So let's just stick with that
Okay.
for now. If you do run into a client who can't get coverage because of their scenario, or they do want pregnancy or something like that, call me up and we'll figure out what to do there. Okay.
Okay.
Did you have a specific question about the Thinkific or anything before we go to Top Broker?
Nope, I just want to go back to that. I'm almost finished with it. I'm 79% complete. So I was just
Okay.
going to
So just so you know, I'm going to be adding more modules, and that percentage is going to go down today.
That's fine. No problem. The more you
Okay.
add, the better off I am.
Okay, so go to your Top Broker and tell me what questions you have.
So tomorrow or later today, actually, it should start today, so I can be ready for tomorrow. When I go to Top Broker, where is that? Oh, we didn't move that yet.
No, it's the little arrow. Well, I guess you could do it that way too. You can, absolutely.
Okay. Sorry. Well, where is top broker? There it is. Oh, darn it. Instead of me moving it, I clicked on it, but I'll move it later. So when I go in here to start calling, I can just use my phone. And so I will go to right here, my dashboard, right?
No, go to Lead Marketplace.
The marketplace. Lead marketplace. And then I would go down to the ones that are free. HST.
So fresh leads.
Huh?
The fresh leads is what you want to focus on.
Where do you see for, oh, right there. Oh, I can't purchase any. I don't have any.
Girlfriend, there's $0.
Oh, so go to fresh leads. Okay. And then all I have to do is when I say purchase, it'll open it up and then I can use my cell phone.
Yes, yes, you can. Click purchase and let me make sure that you know how to disposition, because if you don't put a result in there, it's going to disappear.
Okay.
Okay, so here's your first lead. It's Shalomi Williams in Hannibal, Missouri. Scroll down real quick. There's the phone number and there's the email, okay? On the right-hand side, go back up real quick. So you go ahead and make the call, talk to them, and do whatever you gotta do. But the next action item right here with the little green, yellow text right here, the next action button on the right side,
Right here.
click that. If you do not click this button and make a status, your lead will disappear out of your database and you won't have their information anymore. So click the drop-down menu.
Right here.
So here's your options: contacted, sale, bad number, dead, uncontacted. If you click uncontacted because you called them, you didn't get a hold of them, you left a message, you sent them a text, click next. It's going to disposition the sale, and now that's your lead. Okay, make a note.
What the note say? What would the note say?
Just whatever the conversation was, anything that it'll help you remember how to pick up the conversation with the client. You know, maybe they were driving and needed you to call them back the next day, right? Spoke to them, they were driving, needed to call back, blah, blah, blah. So the system will automatically send text messages and emails to them. If you go to this if you go back up real quick to your mouse, right here, click on send text message, click that, fresh call 1. There's a whole bunch of different options for you that have pre-generated templates in there. I would just stick with call 1, basically, because that's going to be the initial reach out, and the system knows that you are calling somebody who, well, it's a fresh lead. So go down to fresh call 1. There you go. Click that. And then it automatically changes the text and the email to fresh. Okay. Next action will be fresh call 2.
So do I hit this or what do I do?
So here's what happens. It's gonna put a reminder for you at 5 p.m. today on your calendar. You can change this to whatever day and time. If you're supposed to call them back tomorrow at 11, you put this to November 1st, 11 a.m.
Okay.
If all you want to do is submit to this lead and you're not going to make any more calls today, click submit. But if you want to submit and go and get another lead, click submit and go to Lead Marketplace, and it'll take you to you can go and collect another lead.
Okay. So after I finish that, then it's going to either go to another lead, but I did properly disposition this call. Is that right?
Yeah, so what's going to happen here, even though you didn't call Shalomi, it's going to send her a text and an email. So go ahead and click submit and go to Lead Marketplace. There you go. That's fine. And I would suggest calling her. So go to Shalomi Williams. See, now you see her right here. You can click her name and it'll take you back to the lead. If you did not put a next action, it won't show up there and it won't be your lead. Does that make sense?
Right, and we did put a next action. That's why I see her in here now.
Yes, exactly. So this is a great system to help you keep up with who you need to keep up with without writing everything down on 55 papers, et cetera, et cetera.
So when I open up the call, I mean, is there a script to tell me what I'm going to say when I talk to my fresh lead? Hi, my name is Angela, and what?
Okay, I'm gonna send you another, let me ask you a question first. Go back to lead marketplace. I'm gonna,
Lead Marketplace?
yeah.
Okay.
On the right-hand side, it only shows your Missouri license.
I'm not sure why.
Okay, so what you need to do is, I think I have your, let me just double check and see if I have your licenses.
I did send them.
Okay, so I'm gonna send an email to Tanya, and you're gonna have Illinois and Texas active as of today.
What about the other two?
Well, you have Missouri already registered
Well, what about Illinois,
and Texas.
Texas, Iowa, and Michigan?
Send me those licenses. Wait,
Yeah.
I think you did. Hold on. Let me go back.
I think it's in a later email because I did send
Yeah.
it.
Hmm,
I can resend it.
hold on, I have it. Oh, it's in my HST. Hold on.
Okay. While you're doing that, can I ask you a question? It's not related to, well, you don't have to look at the computer to answer it. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I did get Tanya to send me the CST or whatever, that phone thing. It's in my email. Is it a time limit to when I can install that, or is it okay to just, because I did get the training, I just didn't want to bother with it right now.
I would
So,
just install it and get it over with and not worry about it anymore.
okay, I'm gonna go back and install it. She sent it to me like 2 weeks ago. As long as it doesn't time out is what I'm asking.
I can't answer that, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure. So I would just get it over with. Just install it and don't worry about it. Ooh. Okay, this is not letting me open this. Send PDFs to Tanya. Okay, I have image files of your licenses in JPEGs, but I'm gonna have to print those to PDF for you and send those to Tanya. So that's gonna take me a couple minutes to do that before, unless you have them all in a PDF file. Do you have them in a PDF?
No, the way I sent them is how I have them. That's how I have them. So can you see me back that thing, and that way I'll have it?
Yeah, so let's see, licenses for states. So let me just do this real quick. Well, I want to do it while we're on the phone. What other questions do you have for Top Broker?
That's it. That's all. I know I can get on the line on the phone and call. I just didn't know what to say, but it sounds like you're going to send me some scripts.
Oh, that's right. Go to your browser and open up hststl.com.
Okay, let me go there now to my browser and open up hst.stl.com.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
hst.stl.
Nope, just hststl.
Oh, no dot.
Yep. Sorry.
No, they won't. HST STL. Wait a minute. HST STL dot. Okay. Oh, scripts. See it right there. Gotcha.
Now, there's a lot of scripts in there. Please review them. But what I'm going to do is send you a script that I wrote that I use. It's the same one that I use in that video.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So I have that on my list to upload to Thinkific today.
Okay, you're uploading it today?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
awesome.
gonna send out an email to everybody once all this new stuff has been added, so you guys know it's there.
Okay.
What state is this? And Texas, you got some good states, girl.
I do it.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
All right. Texas non-res, we are replacing this. So you have Illinois, Missouri. Hold on, where'd the file go? Illinois, Missouri, Michigan, Ohio, and Texas.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna send Tanya an email. Please add these states to Angela's top broker for lead aids. See attached. Thank you. I'm gonna just copy you on this, so you know.
Thank you.
It'll probably be done today, actually.
I'm talking about time in here.
Files, and then so you'll have these as PDFs now.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You send them back to the email, I'll see them. And I'll be able to save that quote. Let me save that.
All right, it's attaching, just a second.
How would I be able to save that as a PDF in my, or should I just put it on my desktop?
So what I would do is make a folder for yourself and make it labeled as licenses or something. And obviously, you know, Missouri is a resident. I labeled them Illinois non-res, Michigan non-res, Missouri res, Ohio non-res, Texas non-res.
Okay.
But just create a file, download them all into that file.
Okay.
It's in your My HST. I just copied you.
Okay, great.
All right, so let's go into the scripts tab real quick and let me tell you which one is good.
Okay. I'm there now.
The initial phone call has some, it's a structure. So knowing that you need to talk about all these specific things in general is not a word for word script, but this is going to give you a really good idea of everything that needs to be covered. Okay, so initial phone call, you need their zip code, age, weight, current situation with their insurance. Have they had hospitalizations or surgeries in 10 years? Who's being covered? Their height, tobacco use, prescriptions, and what's their budget and deductible preferences.
This one right here is the one you like, the initial one?
That's just a structure. It's just to tell you what you need to always talk about. And then the phone script itself is word for word.
Phone script.
This is what would be a good exact script to use for fresh leads, because those people who have ended up in our database as a fresh lead are people who have requested information.
Okay, I like this one too. Okay. Go back to the thing so you can, okay.
So I would just download this and save it somewhere and use this when you're making your calls out of Top Broker.
Okay, I will do that. I'm gonna keep it up so that I can download it. Actually, I'm gonna print it. Is it okay to print it?
You can do whatever you want, girl.
Mhm.
This is your world.
Yep, I'm gonna be calling this evening, and I am going to, I gotta go eat. I haven't eaten. And
Okay, so let me ask you this. How does a lead disappear in Top Broker?
how does it disappear?
How does it disappear?
Okay, a couple of ways, I believe. One, if I don't properly disposition it, it'll go back.
That's exactly what I needed to know from you, because if that's the number one thing that gets people tripped up, if you're new and you're like, oh my God, all my leads are gone. No, it just means you didn't disposition. And
Okay,
yes, they're gone. So make sure you disposition.
and
Now,
then,
as soon as I get the email or you get the email that Tanya's added your states, call me back real quick and I'll teach you how to update your system.
okay,
You won't automatically see leads available for the other states until you update your licenses. And I can actually tell you how to do that real quick. So go back to your top broker.
hmm.
It's right next to the tab where it says scripts. It's right to the left of it, top broker CRM.
Right here?
Yeah.
So I can't see it. Okay,
Okay, so right here on the right-hand side, you see it says Missouri and it's checked.
right.
Okay, when she adds those licenses for you, you're going to see those 4 other states without a check mark. You're going to check them and click update.
Okay, so
And that's all you need to do. And then all of a sudden, the number of leads available to you are going to go up and you're going to have a lot more leads to claim.
right. So we both know Missouri doesn't do the try, or let's just stick with NatGen, it doesn't do copay. But other states should do the copay. Right? Hello?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
So Missouri doesn't do the copay like we like for NatGen.
No,
but
they don't. No.
they do.
But Texas and I believe Ohio does. Let me
Okay, great.
go back to my NatGen. All right, it'll tell you right on that first page, I believe. So, did you save that copay plan brochure?
Copay plan. I say the ones in the thing, we had I do have something I can close.
Okay, so here we are. The copay enhanced PPO plans are available in Arkansas, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Ohio, and South Carolina. So what you're going to be focusing on for these copay plans are, oh no, I'm sorry, they're not available in the following states. So you do have, I believe you have Illinois. I believe you have, wait, it's referring to deductibles. Are you able to quote in all these states with your NatGen?
I don't know. How will I be able to know?
I'm going to send this to Jackie also.
To who?
Jackie, she might not have all these. She's going to have to update your
Licenses?
licenses, and we're going to CC a rock. Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we need quoting and lead access, Angela Rosborough. I'm going to just edit this email and not type it again. Becky and Adriana, please add these states to Angela's lead master, quote it, and lead accounts for quoting purposes and leads. See attached. Oops. All right. So everybody's been notified as of today. You will have access to all the states for quoting NatGen, Emeritus, and you'll be able to collect leads through HST. And also, Tanya's going to update your top broker.
Okay. Can we go to Pram real quick?
Go ahead and share your screen.
I'm sharing it. I just need to
Oh, I'm sorry.
put it up and go there, and then I can ask how to get through quoting that. And that's for prescriptions, right?
Correct.
So you can't, is that a standalone thing where you could just sell that, or
Yeah.
that goes with something?
No, it's just standalone.
Sign in, and then okay, so what I'm looking at like this, how do you, so view plans available, is that it? Do you use Pram?
Pram, you got to be careful with Pram. Pram is for, you want to write this plan to people who don't necessarily need the prescriptions immediately. So the company can see that you're writing the policies in the case that they might need it, but you don't want to just give it to everybody who automatically is going to go be using the benefits for all their prescriptions, because the company has really competitive rates, but they're not really meant for just giving but everybody coverage, if that makes sense. It's kind of backwards, but you want to offer this to people who don't necessarily need it right away. If that makes sense. Say, I have a standalone prescription plan, I don't know if you plan on getting sick. We don't really write many of these, just so you know. It's just kind of good to have in case somebody needs it, but go ahead and do view plans available.
So let's hypothetically, what about the young man? He doesn't necessarily need this right now, but
Yeah, so honestly, this isn't really going to be one of your main sellers. You're going to make most of your money this season on your NatGen products and your Emeritus products.
Okay.
So scroll down. This is just going to kind of show you affordable signature enhanced. These plans have specific deductibles. If you just kind of look at this chart right here, this is going to give you the basic information, right? FG means formulary guidelines. When you are able to, let's see here, retail copay, value 1, $10 copay. Value 2, $50 copay. Value 3, there's different price brackets for actual retail in pharmacy and then also mail order. They only have a maximum per month benefit. So the affordable is $300 per month, signature $400, enhanced $500 maximum benefit. And then the rates are as cut and dry as they can be. This is really not as necessary as it could be.
Okay.
So unless you run into, why don't you just not worry about this right now until you have somebody that needs it, and tell them you're gonna, get the most updated formulary and reach back out to them and call me up and we'll figure out what to do.
Okay.
Just kind of put this on the back burner. This is going to be necessary, in a very small case scenario, but you have it now.
Okay, great. Awesome. Okay. Well, I think I'm good. I think I can take calls. I have a better understanding of NatGen, which I've kind of decided, with talking to you today, that even though I have some others, I guess, I want to get good at something, and that's going to be NatGen. So I'll do NatGen this season, but I'll quote United Healthcare just to give them a choice. And if I ever have to go through that process, I'll call you. But I just want to give them that so they'll know that NatGen is a better option, because it does seem to be a lot cheaper and a lot of
perspective. Say I have the best plans available right now at the most affordable prices. I would highly recommend you looking at National General. If you really need a big name brand, we can get you United Healthcare, but you're going to get more benefits for a less cost with NatGen. Quote them the NatGen, and then quote them a higher premium amount, which could be the same limits, just maybe a higher deductible or lower deductible. Show them what the United Healthcare is going to always be more expensive, to be honest. And it doesn't have, comparing the copay amounts and the benefits, your National General copay plans are going to be your number one go-to.
Okay. Now that's probably what I want to do mostly, National General and Emeritus, like you said. And the other one is Philadelphia American. I don't know if I'm done with that. I haven't heard anything else from that.
Yeah, let me check on the status real quick. Let me see where we're at with that.
That's the one where I needed to change that money part so they can so I can pay that $10, but I need to change it.
Did you finish it? It looks like you're still not activated. We gave you a new one. HST. Angela Rosborough, HST. Go back to that email I sent you and just go back in and complete it. Looks like it's not completed.
Okay. Where is my?
Oh, okay. Yeah, just go and complete that. I'm going to give them a call today and let them know.
Okay. Yeah, let me go back to that email. I think I do remember you sending. I'm just gonna go look for the emails that you sent.
So, yeah, just go ahead and complete that other contracting packet.
Okay.
But other than that, I think we covered pretty much everything. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel much better.
Good.
Well, where did you send it? Just checking. What? Where did you see? It's 25th. Maybe that's when you sent it. Nope. Is this sent? No.
Here, I'm just gonna send it back to you. Hold on.
Let's go back here. New products meeting today. Since I don't want to really do much, I don't want to get confused with all that new product. Can I just not go to that meeting?
Yeah, you're set up right now. I don't want you, you know, they're going to keep adding contracts and contracts and contracts just because that's what they do, but you don't have to get involved with all of it. I mean, for now, because you're new, I want you to not be overwhelmed because this is very overwhelming to have all these brand new things coming at you. You're going to have to learn all the carriers and plans and stuff. Just stick with what you've got right now.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. I'm just going to forward this to you and it gives you the right email. Angela Rosberg HST is the right one you need to do.
Right.
Okay. So send. Why isn't it sending? Oh, whoops. Okay, you should have that now. It's just a forwarded email too, so it's not going to have any kind of fancy contact.
Okay. That is good. Okay, so I will complete that. And then I'll send you email once that's done. And then I'll also let you know, but you've showed me already. All I got to do is check the boxes and hit update, and that should open everything up for me.
Correct. So what you're going to do then is go to your HST-STL. There's a lot of other resources in there. There's other scripts and things like that. Just kind of browse around and, at your convenience and take a look. What is this? This is for Tatanka. We're not contracting with Tatanka right now. Just leave that alone for this moment.
Oh, no. Is that what this is?
Yeah, for Tatanka. For
No,
you,
no.
I want you to stick with NatGen and Emeritus.
Right. Yep. I was just trying to go to my inbox for the email you just sent. It just hasn't made it yet, but that's okay. You wanted me to go to where?
Just make sure you have that web address, hststl.com, bookmarked, because there's more than just scripts in there. There's a whole bunch of other things that you can take a look at. There's a lot of different, you know, a lot of different information there.
I got that right here.
That's fine.
And then I'll go back and move it up toward the top. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
have, so we do have life insurance. What companies?
So like you can add a term life to the United Healthcare. You can, some of the critical illness policies are actually living death benefits, which are considered life insurance. So, you know, they're kind of mixed in.
Okay, great.
So,
So if I have any other questions, I'll just email you later on today and then check with you, okay? But I really do appreciate all you have done today. You've talked to me a great deal. Thank you so much.
you're
And
welcome. I'm here for you. I want you to be successful.
me too. I do too. So, you know, if I could just do really good, now that'd be great. And then I do want to do it, but I just want to get over this and make it worth it. You know, even if I mean, I know you said, what do I want to make? And I think I said 30. You was like, oh, you can do better. I'm like, If I just made 10, that would be a shock to me. And anything over would be great.
Well, let's get you over the learning curve first. We got to get you on the phones. Now you know how to get your leads. You're going to have a lot more leads available at the end of the day today. And, you know, just keep plugging away.
So can you go ahead and I'll stop sharing. Can you go ahead and send me this video? Because I'm probably going to look at it a couple times.
Okay, so what I got to do is when I click end meeting, it's going to render it into an MP4, which is going to take probably 20 minutes because it's a 2-hour video. And then I have to upload the video to YouTube because I can't send you a 2-hour video through email. So I'll send you the YouTube link once all that's completed.
I would appreciate that. So I would be able to see it too, right?
Yeah, but it's unlisted, so unless somebody has the link, nobody's gonna know it's there.
Okay, great.
I'll send you the link.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Angela. Have a wonderful day. You have my number. Call me anytime, okay?
Okay, thanks.
I got you, girl. Seriously, don't hesitate. I'm here for you.
I appreciate it, Hannah. Thank you.
14-year-old daughter, just so you know. So my number one priority is keeping her on track. So that's why I'm kind of spotty sometimes. It's not because I'm not here for you. I just need to, keep up with her. So I'm sure you understand that.
14-year-old daughter, so yeah, I know. Hey.
Wasn't that a fun stage and age when your kids were that age or no?
You said, were you who?
When your kids were 14 and teenagers, was that fun for you?
Oh, hell no.
Exactly. It's not bad. She's a really good girl, but she's a good girl because I don't give her room to make a lot of mistakes. You know what I mean? I'm always on top of her. So
Yeah, it's not easy.
it's not easy. And her dad and I sometimes agree and sometimes we don't. So that's a whole nother level of challenge, but whatever. It is what it is.
I appreciate it. How old is your son?
My son's 18. He's in Orlando. He's in college. He's doing his thing.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you don't mind, please send me that. And I know it's going to take a while, but I'll look for this in about 5 hours from now. I'll look for it.
Okay, I'm going to do it now. Just remember, the number one thing for you to be focused on is following up with that quote you sent out.
Okay, yeah, I am. I'm going to call Mrs. Lloyd back.
Yeah, call her back. If she doesn't answer, send her a text message and say, hey, I just sent you that quote to the email address. Just let me know when, it takes about 10 minutes to get you enrolled. When do you have time to talk?
Okay, I'm going to send her a text right now. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon, Angela.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.